What's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Diana, creator of Money Boss Mama, and in this video I'm going to be discussing how to hire your kids for your business. Hashtag hire them kids, put them kids to work, let those kids earn their own money so that they can learn how to be hands-on and manage their own money early in life. I am all about building generational wealth over here, and recently I uploaded a reel just discussing why I decided to hire my daughter, who is 8, for my business, and I got a lot of questions about whether you can hire your kids and how to hire your kids, so we're going to be discussing that in this video. First, I want to talk about just the benefits of hiring your kids, because there are a lot of benefits, obviously tax benefits, but benefits just helping to build their character as well. Number one, which was big for me, is that it nurtures an entrepreneurial spirit. And even if they don't become entrepreneurs or business owners, I just find that, you know, as kids, our elders, like, we pour into kids and their imagination, and we tell them that they can do anything that they want to do, but as they begin to get older, we kind of suck that creativity out of them, and we kind of suck the confidence that they can go after whatever it is that they really want to do, and kind of place them into this box that's safe. Like, go out and get a college degree because it's safe. No, maybe you need to try to do this job position because it's safe and there's more money. And it's not that, I find that it's not that we're trying to, you know, crap on their dreams. It's just that we're trying to keep them safe, and that's the only really way that we know how. And I find that I was doing that with my daughter in regards to like these wild, crazy ideas that she had. So I wanted to consciously stop doing that, just so she knows that she should have the confidence to go after whatever it is that she wants to do. So it's just, if you have a creative kid, it just nurtures that spirit in them, and it teaches them to have a strong work ethic early on, and that they should be paid for their skills and their time. And I find, as women especially, we tend to like not want to rock the boat and advocate for ourselves, especially in regards to our income. And it just teaches them early on, like, no, I'm putting in the time, I'm putting in the work, and I am to be paid for this. Now, time for the tax benefits. And it's like, per the tax benefits, it's like they actually encourage you to hire your kids. And you can pay your kids up to $12,550 per year, tax-free, because that is the 2021 standard deduction. So as it stands, the standard deduction is $12,550, and so that puts their taxable income at $0. And if their income did not meet or exceed the standard deduction, then it's possible that you don't even have to file a tax return at all. Based on this snippet from the IRS, you can see you have to file a tax return if you meet one of the bullet points. Homegirl, aka my daughter, I don't have to file a tax return for her this year because she just started in June and she did not get paid, I don't even think $1,000 for the year. So I don't have to file one for her, but I will say, if you are a little nervous or anything like that, it doesn't hurt to file a tax return anyway, just to make sure all your ducks are in a row. And another nice perk is that you get to deduct their earnings from your business income. So if you pay your child like $5,000 for the year, then you get to deduct that $5,000 from your taxable income. And it is possible that, depending on how much you've paid them, they don't have to pay any federal taxes. So if they came under that standard deduction of $12,550, they don't have to pay any federal taxes, and you still get to take that deduction. And in regards to earned income, another benefit is that their earned income makes them eligible for a Roth IRA. This was number one for me. This was long-term vision as to why I hired my daughter. I wanted her to be able to have a custodial Roth IRA. And I created a video just breaking down the basics of what a Roth IRA is. I will link it up on the screen, as well as how I invested the money that's in mine. But basically, to sum it up, A Roth IRA is an individual retirement account, and it just allows your money to grow tax-free. You make your contributions like you would in a regular savings account, but the difference is that you have to go in and invest your money. And you can invest your money in things like index funds. Obviously, when it comes to investing and saving, time is everything. The earlier you can get started, the better. And so because she's 8, I know that it's going to take less contributions to get her to a certain amount because she has a lot more time. And it's like you can have a 2-year-old and an 8-year-old. You're investing $100 a month for the 2-year-old and $200 a month for the 8-year-old. When they get to a specific age, let's say by age 30, it's possible that the 2-year-old will have a lot more money by age 30 than the 8-year-old had at age 30. And that's because that 2-year-old had 6 years on that 8-year-old. They had 6 more years for their money to grow. And it may be like a substantial difference. And in regards to this type of account, there are withdrawals that they can make that are going to be penalty free. That includes education costs like college, as well as helping them purchase their first home. These are 2 big milestones. And this is incredibly important to me because I want to give my kids a strong foundation to start life on. I don't want them to start off life, you know, in tens of thousands of debt. That is going to make it very hard for them to progress. And I've had people that have come to me and they're like, this is how my parents set me up and I was able to pay for college. They got me earned income. They opened up this account and started saving and investing in it, and they were able to pay for college this way. Now, there is nothing that says that the child has to use their income to save in this account. So as long as they have earned income, you can use your money to invest in this account. They don't have to use part of their pay. You can just invest up to how much they are earning or the $6,000 limit, whichever one is less. And some additional benefits of hiring your kids is that if they are under age 18, you may not have to pay FICA tax on their salary. This is Social Security or Medicare. And depending on how your business is structured, you may not have to pay payroll taxes. So if your business is set up as a sole proprietorship, as a single member LLC, that is taxed as a disregarded entity. That is how my business is structured. Or you have an LLC that is taxed as a partnership that is owned solely by you and your spouse. This would be a benefit of yours. Now for the rules. So with any good thing comes rules. We all know that. And the first one is child labor laws. You have got to abide by the child labor laws. You can't have your kids working all throughout the day, especially during school hours, and you'll have to follow laws in regards to employment, especially those in your state. And in regards to the actual work that they do, y'all, it has to be legitimate work that is necessary for your business. And as long as they are of age, it has to be age appropriate. So I would say as long as they are at least age 7 and up, from what I've seen from my research, I've seen at least age 7, then you can legally hire your kids. But when it comes to what you are paying them, it has to be fair and usual. You can't pay them $2,000 to sweep your floor. That's probably going to get you some unwanted attention from the IRS. And I have this song that I sing to myself when it comes to dealing with taxes and everything like that. It's like, I don't mess with the IRS. I don't mess with the IRS. We don't want to mess with the IRS. So make sure that your child is doing work appropriate or age appropriate work for your business that is actually legitimate for your business. If baking cookies has absolutely nothing to do with your business, obviously that's not going to be good enough. And they have to be paid fairly. You can pay them what you would have paid someone else if you would have hired out instead of your child, but you just have to make sure that the compensation actually matches the task that they are performing. Now let's talk about what you will need. There are certain documents and things that you are going to need to make sure that you are set up and ready to go. The first thing being your EIN. So if you don't have your employer identification number, make sure to apply for that. This process was super quick and easy in my opinion. I think it only took about 2 days for me to get my EIN. And you can apply directly on the IRS site. I will have that link listed in the description box below, but you just go on the IRS site, apply for your EIN, and then they will send you a document attached in an email, and it's going to have your EIN listed. You also want to make sure that your child fills out a W-4 form. And when I say your child, obviously depending on how old they are, they're not going to know what the heck they're doing. So you fill it out and just have them sign and date it, and keep a copy of this document and all of these documents for proof, just in case you get audited. You also want to fill out Form I-9. This is going to be to verify the work eligibility and identity of your employee, aka your child. So a social security number will be good, as well as like a school report card, just to verify that they are who they say they are. And there are lots of resources to help you fill out this form. I found that, it was a little harder to fill out than the W-4. And you want to fill out W-2 as well. So you will fill it out because you are the employer now. So just like you get a W-2 from your employer, you will have to fill out a W-2 for your employee. And in regards to other things that you will need, you want to keep track of your child's work hours and the tasks that they actually perform. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly here in a minute how I have all my documents organized for my daughter. But I keep a work log for her. I just put in the dates that she worked, the time that she worked. It's normally like 30 minutes to an hour because she's 8, and that's all I'm going to get out of her, and the tasks that she actually performed. And this is not a requirement, but like I said, I don't mess with the IRS, so I wanted to be a little extra. I actually created a job description for her. So she is now my photographer slash videographer. So I created a job description for her, just detailing out clearly what her duties are, what is expected of her, as well as her hourly rate. The way that I have her information organized, it's all in a Google Drive folder because it's cloud-based. So if my computer decides to croak and die, I know that the documents are still going to be able to be accessed. And so I have her work log put into this folder. Every time she works, I go in there, I can access it through my phone, and I'll put in the date, what she actually did, and the time that was worked. And I also have her job description here as well, so if they need to see what she does, I can easily send that off. And I scanned her documents, like her W-4 and the Form I-9, and just kept copies of that, and I have it in another folder that's linked in this Google folder. But in regards to the actual copies, I have them in a lockbox that is located in a safe place. Now, if you are thinking, okay, I'm really wanting to hire my child, but I don't know what they would be able to do that is age appropriate and also necessary for my business, I would say first, take their interest into consideration. What is it that they like? And depending on their age, it's really, really hard to get them to settle down and focus for a long period of time. So you want to make sure that it's something that they actually enjoy doing, but they can be a model for your business and your social media pages. If you have to take pictures of certain things and you want your children to be the model for that, you can hire them for that. That was my daughter's first job. I have apps that contact me and we go into partnership, and it's geared towards kids, and so they want the kids to be at front and center. I decided if I'm going to be taking pictures of my daughter anyway using this app, I might as well pay her for her time. So that was her first original job. And now she's in her TikTok reel phase, and she's actually pretty dang good at it. So taking that interest, I made her my photographer slash videographer because Obviously, I do a lot on social media through my Instagram page, so I am needing shots of myself for reels, for partnerships and things like that. So if you see me in a photo or a video, oftentimes she is the person behind the camera and I need her help. She wants the money, and so it was just a win-win situation. And obviously homegirl wanted a custodial Roth IRA for her to start investing, so it was a win-win all around. But if your business has to do with a lot of paperwork, you can have them organize your files, you can have them shred paper. If you have an actual physical business, you can have them mow lawns. If you have a car that is used for your business, you can have them wash that car, the inside and the outside of the car, and make that their job, like maybe every weekend or every other weekend, and pay them on a regular basis. You can also have them hand out flyers. You can have them post to your social media accounts. So that's one less thing you have to do depending on their age. But honestly, y'all, this is an awesome way to start saving and investing for your kids in regards to what you tell them about money. It gives them the opportunity to really be hands-on and implement the things that you've taught them. And it teaches them that, hey, I am to be paid for my time. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have your children employed, list some tips down below that I might have missed, and list what your children do for your business. For those scrolling through the comments, wanting to figure out, okay, what could I have my child do, just to give them some additional ideas. And I will catch you all in the next one.